What's going on, everybody? And welcome to the very first episode of Sneaker Talk Live. And I'm so happy you came here to join me. And as y'all can tell, there's somebody right next to me. All right, y'all see him right here? Yeah, somebody right next to me. And that is my first guest. And I would like to introduce to you all Sean P. Kicks,
What's up? What's
also
up? What's
known
up?
as
What's up?
the sneaker teacher. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my guy.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me on, and I'm excited to talk about some sneakers.
Indeed, indeed. And that is absolutely what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about sneakers. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about all the current events sometimes. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. So, seeing as how I'm wasting my time and wasting my breath telling y'all all this nonsense, let's get right into it. And so, tell us about yourself. Tell us what got you into the sneaker culture, what got you into sneaker collecting, and how many years have you been doing it?
Oh wow, yeah. So as a kid, I always grew up watching my dad have multiple pairs of sneakers. So he used to work at a sneaker store when he was a teenager and just developed a love for sneakers. And I just remember him having like crazy amounts of pairs of the Nike Cortez in all different colorways. So he would love the regular white silhouette, but then each shoe had a different color swoosh. And I just remember him always cleaning them, making sure that they was right and matching them up with his outfits. And that's just something that stuck with me. So when I was able to get my own money, I just that's what I would spend my paychecks on as a teenager, on sneakers and clothes, just trying to be fly, because that's what we did in my hood. So fast forward some years later, I'm still collecting kicks, but it's more of a a bridge between generations, because I'm an educator. And because sneakerheads, we judge people from the feet up. That's the same thing my students do, so I'm able to make connections with them through sneakers. And even though I have subject to teach, we can connect on a human level because of sneakers. And that's been a way for me to like kind of break down walls. But yeah, man, I've been collecting for like 25 years now. I don't currently have 25 years worth of sneakers in my collection right now, because I've sold, I've bought, I've given away, because of life. But yeah, I've been in the game for a minute, for a minute.
Yeah, yeah. I am a baby, and I'm a teenager compared to you with it when it comes to the years that you've been collecting. Man, that is definitely that is something. I have not been collecting that long. I've only been collecting half that time, literally half.
Okay.
So but that's cool, man. So what made you say that you're going? First of all, you've been doing it for such a long time. How did you maintain the level of consistency to continue to be? Because I always thought that I was, to be honest with you, I always thought I was going to grow out of it. Like,
Okay.
I don't know how many of the sneakerheads thought this, but I kind of was like, you know what, I'm going to grow out of it, right? So
Right.
so what kept you consistent to be able to do it for so long?
Um, well, growing up in the hood, right? We always tried to find ways to stand out. I guess we were attention seekers. So having fresh kicks, that's what got you the girls. And I just always developed a love for for sneakers and fashion. I love to shop. That's one of the things that me and my wife we share. We love shopping. We love going to the mall and hanging out. That's like one of our things that we do. And I just never lost the love for sneakers, bro. There's like the different silhouettes, and of course the different colorways. And then you know stuff that I saw when I was a kid that I couldn't get because I was too broke back then, that I have money now, and now it's the hunt for me. And it's just something about the game that excites me. And then with this whole content creation thing, gives me a new love for it, because I get to talk about it with people and share my opinions, and people listen to me. And it's become this thing. So the game has evolved, and I like where it's, some of the things that are new about it. But sneakers has always been just like my thing. I only wear sneakers. Well, I say 98% of the time, sneakers are on my feet. I don't have many shoes. If I'm not wearing sneakers, it's boots, or I have maybe two pair of hard bottoms. But it's just always been sneakers for me.
That's what I'm talking about. Sneakers have always been my it kind of like I don't want to sound like really do sneakers, but sneakers, like I'll come in here, like I come in this
Hmm.
fan, and when I come in this room, to be honest with you, I'm kind of sort of vibing. I'm in my zone. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? I'm in
sir.
my zone. I'm vibing because I it's not like I'm doing something with these shoes, right? Or you can only
Right.
one pair at a time. But literally, I'm just simply saying I'm in here, and like usually, of course, I'm trying to be creative. We
Right.
all are trying to be creative, and
Yeah.
um, and so I understand exactly what you're saying, man. It's and I have to go back to it. I guess that whole growing out of it thing. That's just, in my opinion, I think that that's just being a child, growing up into an adult, and thinking that this is what adults do. Adults
Right.
collect shoes, right?
Right.
So that's
Right.
kind of sort of where we are right now. Where is it like, wait a minute, hold up. Yes, we do.
We
You know what I'm
do.
saying? Yes, we do.
And
Right.
will. And will.
And will.
And
But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into
let's get it.
I want to talk about some sneakers now, man. Now we got to talk about some sneakers. So here's what I want to know. As you
Okay.
all know, today the Olive Fives dropped, right? The Olive Fives dropped. And that right there was a surprise for a lot of people, particularly me. So I
Yeah.
want to know your opinion, one, on the shoe. I want
Hmm.
your opinion on the colorway. I want to know
Hmm.
on the silhouette. It's a five, and I see your videos, man. I see your video. You had that you did the sixes undefeated. And
Yeah. Yeah.
you went in hard on the tens. You went in hard on the tens. So I'm all right, and now I'm not going to even give you the question of fives, but I want to know what you think about this Olive Five today.
Well, first off, Jordan 5 is my favorite Jordan silhouette of all time, and I don't agree with every colorway that comes out. So, but this particular colorway just resonates with me so much. I am really an earth tones guy, and I don't think other than orange, and these have some orange in it, like I don't think that there's a greater colorway, a better colorway than olive green. It just speaks to me. I think olive green goes with anything. I even got a little bit of green in my shirt right now, but this particular colorway, it just stood out to me. It just seems like a really like mature and fly shoe. um and this release today was kind of crazy because we slept on it. We thought that the shoe was not going to do the numbers that it did, especially on the sneakers app. But yeah, man, I was going to sleep in today. I wasn't going to buy any shoes today. I was going to wait until like next month to probably pick up the olives on sale. But I went on sneakers, and half of the stock was sold out. More than half of the stock was sold out. So I got a little bit nervous, and I just got my pair right then and there. I didn't want to take no chances. I didn't want to leave it. I didn't want to leave it to the sneaker gods or anything like that. So I just pulled the trigger right then and there. Had no idea it was going to sell out on sneakers, but I love the silhouette, man. I love the colorway, and I got plans for them. I got plans for them. I'm already thinking about the outfit that I'm going to do with them and everything. So this was definitely a must have for me, and I'm glad that I got on the app when I did, because who knows where I would have been able to pick them up from.
And I have to say, I'm glad you got on the app too, because when I called you, you asked me,
Yeah.
get the olives today. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I did win the apple, but blah, 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 blah. And then I was just sitting here. And then you was like, well, man, they kind of sold out. What?
Ah.
It's like I thought you was messing with me. I was like, what? And I had to go. But I did get them anyway. I still got them. So
Awesome.
that's amazing.
Awesome.
Got them.
That's
So
all that
they'll
matters. As
be
long as we got them.
yeah, man, I'm glad I'm got them. So they'll be here in a couple days. But other than that, so you like the colorway, you like the silhouette. It was a surprise to all of us that it definitely did not flop. It did not
Right.
flop. That was
No, it didn't.
so. Do you think that the reason the shoe didn't flop was? Do you think those resellers got their hands in the grasp and they was like, "Oh man, I'm copping, I'm copping, I'm copping," and then next thing you know, they're gonna end up returning.
I think that that's a strong possibility. But the thing about like older, because it's not the first release of this colorway. So this colorway has proven over time to be a successful shoe, right? So I think that it's a little bit of 50-50. I think it was guys like you and me who wanted the shoe, genuinely wanted the shoe, but we just didn't want to pay that price. But some of us slept today and we thought that we were going to get it later. So it was a lot of panic buying. But then I also think that resellers, they understand the value of the shoe because of the nostalgia. And even if it's like and I think that this type of shoe is a reseller's dream, right? Because if you get 10 pairs, 20 pairs when you heavily bought in the sneakers app, that's a quick $30 profit off of each shoe. And that, that's where they make most of their money anyway. So I think that it was like a little bit of 50-50. It was mostly, the guys who want the shoe and the girls that want the shoe, and then like half resellers. So I'll put it at 50-50.
Okay. You know what? I'll agree with you on that. That sounds,
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't know if what you're saying is right, but it sounds good to me. So, so it sounds good. It sounds legit to me. So I'm going to say, man, you're right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I have a couple reseller friends. I don't condone resellerism. It is what it is. You got to make your money how you make your money. But they say that, the Travis Scotts of the world, the Off-Whites of the world, those are, like unicorns. Of course, you're going to make $1,000 profit off of the shoe, but every shoe is not like that. Where they make the most of their money is the $30 to $60 range consistently every time. So between the $30 and $60 markup, that's where the bulk of their money is being made off of silhouettes like this.
Yep. And you know what? Once again, I guess that's why you call yourself the sneaker teacher, man. Because once again, I agree. Like I said, I don't know if what I'm saying is right, but it sounds good to me. So you know what I'm saying?
I'll take it, bro. I'll take it.
But once again, I have to say that I'm very, very happy that I was able to get that shoe today. So that was a good thing for me, and I'm sure for you also. But you know what? There is a lot of heat releasing, and when I say a lot of heat, I mean a lot of heat. And there's a lot of heat dropping. A couple days, right?
Yes, sir.
I told you the story before. I am a hype beast just as much as I am a sneakerhead. And so on March 5th, for $200, they got the Travis Scott Jumpman Jack sale colorway release.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I want you to add in your answer on this one is, do you think the bots are going to take over?
Okay. You might as well just cancel your Hype Beast card for this release, because the bots are going to get this one. They're going to be all over this like a lamb shank in a piranha tank, bro. I always tell everybody, at least try. Nothing beats a failure but a try. But you finna fail this one. You're going to catch an L on this one because it's going to be heavily botted. I particularly don't like the shoe, but I understand the investment being made in it. If I was to come up on the shoe, I would use it as trade bait to get other stuff that I'm interested. But I'm not at all interested in a Travis Scott shoe.
Oh my God, man! There is, ladies and gentlemen, sound the alarms. This man just said that he ain't even full. Oh man. Well, like I said, I am absolutely a hype beast just as much as I am a sneakerhead. And to hear you say that, honestly, in my opinion, because of how hype beast I am, it's hard to hear. And the reason is because, like, I only have one pair of Travis Scotts, which are they're up there, right? I only got one pair of Travis Scotts. It's the Travis Scott Phantoms. It's the only pair I got. And
yeah,
I have went after every single Travis Scott that has released. The Air Force Ones, the Air Maxes. I went for the what was that? The trainer.
Yeah, with the shroud on it.
Didn't get those, and I went for those too. I went for all of the I didn't get. I went for all of the Travis Scott Air Jordans. I went for all those, and the only thing that I caught was those Travis Scott Phantoms That's it.
Okay.
So that's the thing about it, man, is I don't buy on the resale market.
Got you.
That's why I don't have, even though I am a hype beast, I'm not so much
Hmm.
of a hype beast that I'm gonna go out there and I'm not doing it, right? I don't
Right.
care. I don't care if I have it. I'm
Right.
not doing it, right?
Right.
So it is hard for me. I'm going to go for those Jumpman Jacks, man. I'm 100% I'm going to go for them.
Okay. Okay.
But that's just like, man, I hope I get them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope I get them because, and let's not forget that that from my perspective, like I wear my shoes, right? I
For
wear them.
sure.
And so that's why I want them. I want them so I can wear them. And not
Hmm.
also, but I'm not paying those prices, man.
Yeah.
Not paying those prices.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I mean, there are some Travis joints that are out there that I like. So I like the Mocha highs and the lows, and I like the fragment lows that he put out, the blue, white, and black joints.
Yeah.
And I think one of that pair of the Air Maxes that I was feeling, the brown pair. But other than that, I just don't see the hype around the shoe. And I only like the shoes because they are, well, the Mochas, because they're brown, and there aren't too many, brown colorways coming out like in the masses. That's not like a sneaker color that we see a lot of. So that's the only reason why I like it, because of the earth tones. But I don't listen to Travis Scott music. I couldn't sing any of his lyrics. The only song that I could think about right now is Sicko Mode, and that's only because Drake was on it. But I'm not his target audience. And because of hype beast culture, it's kind of like a turn off at the same time too. Because I'm like, y'all are impressed with this? Y'all paying thousands of dollars for this? I just don't get it. And I'm not knocking anybody who does it. Do your thing. But for me, I'm just like, it is what it is. So I don't have any desire to rock Travis Scott like that. But we'll see what happens, man. To each his own.
Hey, I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. But I'm gonna try for it.
Yeah, most definitely. Me too. Me too. I'm gonna try.
Hey, I
I'm
hear
gonna
you. I'm gonna
try.
go for it. Though. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. Well, that is actually very interesting, man. I never heard that perspective of it before. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like I never even thought about the fact that that the only song that I know by Travis Scott is probably going to be Sicko Mode also. Right?
Wow.
I may hear I may hear some Travis Scott stuff on the radio, but I
Hmm.
know it's Travis Scott. Like
Right.
I don't know that. So you bring up a good point there. You really bring up a good point, which I never even put in perspective like that before. I was just
Yeah,
thinking
man.
for like example, Travis Scott Jordan 1s that came out. I was just thinking
Hmm.
not I know it's a Travis Scott shoe, but I still had the concept in mind that it's going to be a very limited Air Jordan 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never honestly, I just never I knew it was a Travis Scott, but like I said, I just always looked at it from the perspective of like, man, that's gonna be a really hype Air Jordan 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The off whites and but yeah, so that's a
For
good perspective.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just never been with the hype, man. I'm like anti-hype. For
Okay,
sure.
I hear that. All right. And last but not least, we got one more shoe that we need to talk about, man.
Talk
One,
to me. Talk to me.
and that is releasing on March 23rd.
Hmm.
Price of $210. Right?
Ouch.
That is
Yeah.
a, that's sticker shock right there. In my opinion, that is sticker shock for Air Jordan 9. That's
It
the
is.
Air Jordan 9 powder blue will be releasing here on March 23rd. Right?
Yeah.
What is your opinions of the silhouette, the colorway? And we already know the colorway is a flame, right?
Yeah. For
Uh
sure.
in the silhouette. So what's your thoughts?
I like the Jordan 9. I don't know where it is on my list of all time, but I've had some pretty dope Jordan 9s in the past. I love the Cool Gray 9. I had the Johnny Kilroy 9s. I want the Ben 9s. I want, no, not the Ben 9s. Is it the Ben 9s? It's not the Ben 9s. I want the Dorenbecker 9s. I love those. The Space Jam 9s. So I love 9s. I got a lot of love for 9s. And this particular colorway, it just speaks to me because I'm an MJ fan for sure. So one of my goals was to get more OG colorways. One of my goals was to get more OG colorways and to get as many North Carolina colorways in the collection as possible because I'm a UNC fan as well. So these are right up my alley. I do not like that we got to pay $210 for them because it's not premium, it's not limited like like the Doran Beckers and the other shoes that have come before. And um I don't think that we've ever had a Jordan 9 be this expensive. So I'm definitely not a fan of the hike in the prices. If I was the sneaker surgeon, or if I was the sneaker doctor, or the sneaker judge, or the sneaker lawyer, or the sneaker brain surgeon, then by all means, I wouldn't mind, a measly $210 for a kick. But I am the sneaker teacher. I actually teach in a public school. So, funds is not all the way out there just yet. So I do not appreciate the price tag. But these babies finna come home though. They are definitely coming home because I really want them.
I'll be honest with you, man. After that explanation, I thought you was gonna say you weren't getting it. I ain't even lie to you, man. I was like, oh, okay, so he leaving these for the homie. Okay.
Oh man.
You threw that screwball in there on me and said, yeah, but they coming home. Okay.
They coming home. Yeah. Nah, we're not leaving this to the homies. I gotta bring this one home. And this is why being a sneakerhead is a sickness, man, because we do irrational things. We stretch our budgets, we do all this finagling and do all this other stuff to get the kicks that we want.
Yeah.
Do I need them in the collection? No. Who needs, you only got 2 feet, like you said earlier. But I want them and they make me happy. So we'll see what's up.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you, man. That that powder blue 9 is not a need for me. That one is not a need for me, man. And not to mention, I personally don't feel like in my opinion, a general release shoe such as the powder blue 9s or or any of the OG Jordans, to be honest with you, like the 5s or an OG shoe, but not a limited OG shoe. But I'm talking about like for example, the off-whites, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that a GR shoe, I don't think it should ever be limited.
Right.
I think a GR shoe should ever be limited. I think it should always be, hey, if it's a GR shoe, man, whoever wants it should be able to get it.
Right.
Come on now. But for me, this 9 is not a need for me. It's not even a need for my collection. The only other 9 that I need is going to be the Space Jam 9. That is the only 9 that I need. And to be honest with you, at that point, I'll be done with 9s, not unless I'm lucky enough to hit on something that's got some status to it, some clout to it, right?
Yeah, some hype to it.
Yeah, some
Just
hype to it.
Yeah. I know what you're
trying to avoid saying it. But that is really all that I would need is the Space Jam 9. And then to be honest with you, I'm basically done with 9s unless there's just some heat coming out that I want. Right.
I hear you.
And let's not forget, I've said it a million times, I'm not that big of a fan of gray shoes. So even if the cool gray 9s came out, I don't want it. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just can't get down with, I like 9s. I have 9s. But I just can't get down with 9s to have them at the level that I have 1s, 11s, 5s. They're not on that level to me.
Okay. I hear you.
I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good.
Yeah. That's what's up. Teach his own.
But now, so we have had the discussions about shoes. We've had discussions about life. We've talked to the sneaker teacher about what gave him all of his things to come up into the sneaker culture. So last but not least, before we get out of here, sneaker teacher is going to provide us with the positive word, and then he's going to give you all of his socials so that y'all can go and check him out, follow him, check out his content and all that good stuff. So back to you, sneaker teacher. Positive word, and what's your socials?
Positive word that I just want to leave with the community as a whole is that we wear the sneakers don't wear us. And as cool as it is to collect sneakers and to have a collection and to be able to showcase it and express yourself through footwear, you are not your sneakers. So regardless if you have 1 pair or 1,000 pairs, whether you got them from the sneakers app or you got them from Walmart. Um, just as long as you have your own self-worth and you can identify and be yourself and love yourself, that is all that matters. The sneakers are the ice cream on the cake, is the extra thing, but it is not you. So never judge yourself based on your content. Nobody's even more cooler for the sneakers that they have. I mean, it's a nice thing to have, but loving yourself is way more important than that. And you guys can follow me on Instagram at The Sneaker Teacher. You can follow me on TikTok follow me on Instagram at The Sneaker Teacher. Follow me on Instagram on TikTok at The Sneaker Teacher. And you can also follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Sneaker Teacher as well.
All right. Well, once again, I want to thank you for joining me, man. It's been great. It's been a pleasure. So thank you for giving up some of your time to come hang out with me. It's great. And
thanks for having me, man. This was awesome.
Not a problem. You're more than welcome. I hope to see you here again. And to all of y'all watching, don't forget to hit that follow button. Hit that button. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.